Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme สวัสดีครับขอต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่รายการ Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme วันนี้ครับท่านผู้ชมเรามีทั้งหมด 7 คู่ที่จะขึ้นมาชกบนเวทีนี้ครับทั้งหมดเป็นมวย 3 ยกโดยที่มีนักกีฬาที่มาจากประเทศจีนมอริเชียสโมร็อกโกอิตาลีอาเซอร์ไบจานรัสเซียอังกฤษปากีสถานและแน่นอนครับจากประเทศไทยอีกด้วยครับคู่เอกในวันนี้ครับจะเป็นคู่ที่ 6 แสนทวีพบกับชูรชนูฟรซอฟจากรัสเซียครับในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 60 กิโลกรัม Ladies and gentlemen, we have a total of 7 bouts lined up for you, all exciting 3 rounds of Muay Thai action with fighters from China, the Mauritius, Morocco, Italy, Azerbaijan, Russia, England, Pakistan, and of course Thailand. Our main event of the day will be the 6th bout as Sandui takes on Turit Novrazov at 60 kilograms. For those of you who would like to listen to commentary in English, you can do so by changing the language on your remote on channel 7 HD or tune into our YouTube channel at Fairtex Fight. สำหรับท่านไหนที่อยากจะชมออนไลน์ครับเรามีอยู่ 3 ช่องทางด้วยกันครับ YouTube Facebook และ TikTok ช่อง Terro Digital และช่อง Fairtex Fight เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับคู่เปิดเวทีในวันนี้ครับมวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 61 กิโลกรัมนักมวยจากประเทศจีนปะทะนักมวยไทย Join us after the break for our opening bout in Muay Thai as a fighter from China takes on a fighter from Thailand at 61 kilograms. Don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, whoa.
Welcome back to Fairtex Fight, Muay Man Pan Extreme here from the legendary Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, live on channel 7 HD. Our opening bout is in Muay Thai at 61 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Tong.
Hello everyone and welcome to another morning of Fairtex Fight. My name is Ali McConey. I'm joined in the box by the commentary box by Seth Grande, and we are live right here at the legendary Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. We've got 7 fights on the card today. We kick things off in the 61 kilogram division. A fighter from China is taking on a fighter from Thailand. In the black corner right now, making his walkout is Tong. He is 18 years old, 170 centimeters tall, 12 fights on his record, 9 victories, 3 defeats, no draws. He's from China, he's from Zhejiang, and he's training out of the Chalam Khao training camp. Chalam Khao means white shark in Thai. So let's see if Tong can bring some of that aggression here into fighting on Fairtex Fight, opening up the show today. It says on here on my stat sheet that Tong's favorite skill is to punch, so looking forward to seeing him throw some of those. As we get the action started, Tong just getting himself psyched up to take that walk, to jump over the ring, soaking up the moment right now.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Nong Moss Lumpinee.
And entering the arena from the red corner is Nong Moss Lumpinee.
25 years of age, bringing a fight record. A lot of experience for Nong Moss today. 70 fights with 54 wins and 16 losses. Hailing from Nakhon Ratchasima in Isan, really the heartland of Muay Thai in Thailand. So we're looking forward to seeing that experience, that 70 fights, coming here, showing up against this young Chinese opponent. It's going to be interesting to see this this contrast of experience from Nong Moss, who's really been born and bred into this sport, grown up in Nakhon Ratchasima, versus Tong or No, 18 years of age, coming in here, a lot less experience, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog. So those numbers, who knows what those mean when the bell rings? It's all about heart today. But I think we can expect to see Nong Moss bring in that very classic Thai style, lots of punches and kicks, good distance control against the Chinese fighter. It's going to be an exciting clash of styles this morning. Final few prayers before stepping over the ropes.
ครับคู่แรกในวันนี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 61 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที Our opening bout is in Muay Thai 61 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 61 กิโลกรัม สูง 170 weighing in at 61 kilograms standing 170 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศจีน from China Tongแล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 61 กิโลกรัม สูง 165 weighing in at 61 kilograms standing 165 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand Nong Moss ลูกบ้านใหม่ and your referee จ่าสิบเอกอนุกุลตามศรีลำ
Okay, here we have the tail of the tape. So Tong with a 5-centimeter height advantage, but the experience really favoring Nong Moss. I mean, you talked about it a little bit on the walkout, Seth. I mean, Nong Moss has got an incredible amount of experience, 70 fights to Tong's 12. But I have to agree with you. It's just numbers. It's just numbers, really. Like you said, it's all about the size of the fight in the dog.
And Tong came out. He looks like he's ready to go. He's full of energy. And that nervousness you can see when he walked in, once that bell rings, can shatter into explosive action.
Yeah, we're going to see a bit of that right now. Good three-punch combination right there from Tong, but upward elbow coming flying back from Nong Moss. Really, with all this experience, you'd expect like Nong Moss just to take his time to read his opponent's reactions and then just time him as he comes in. There's a good right hand there from Tong.
And getting that timing down against the Chinese fighters can be really difficult sometimes. The Chinese fighters, a lot of the times, we'll see them with really quick, evasive in and out footwork, and it can be really hard to time them because the pace is so different from a traditional kind of Thai style, especially if you grew up fighting a 5-round type of pace of fight like Nong Moss is used to.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, it can be something that traditional Thai fighters find it really difficult to deal with. They're so used to just, staying on the back foot, using their body kicks, and then trying to slug things out or, fight things out in the trenches or inside the clinch. I think that's going to be the game changer between these two. Who can really dominate the clinch? And we've already seen this is the third exchange right now, and Nong Moss starting to find his levels right here in the clinch, trying to find the good positions. And Moss looking for that draw, straight knee there up the middle. Not bad here from Tong, trying to fight him off, but needs to be a bit more proactive inside the clinch, just trying to hold on to the arms, but sometimes you need to set your feet first in the clinch before you can sort of address where your arms need to go.
And Nong Moss looking really eager to find his way into that clinch distance. And we can see he's holding on to Tong's head and trying to weigh him down and try to just slow him down and wear down that kind of evasive footwork that the Chinese fighters are really known for. And here he is again, just trying to, in the clinch, trying to lock down that head and just wear him down. Just a war of attrition.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost like he's anchoring himself. You need to do that straight away when you get a clinch position. You've got to get your hands set first. But I mean, we've seen it a couple of times now on the outside. Tong trying to land these upward elbows.
Oh, beautiful knee by Nong Moss after that caught kick.
Long guard here from Nong Moss as well. Nong Moss controlling the fight very well. Just need to see a bit more intensity from Tong. But Nong Moss keeps on pushing, like walking him down, landing these straight knees up the middle.
Absolutely beautiful composure from Nong Moss too. He's not stressed. He's not feeling rushed by Tong's attacks. Look at him. He's cool, collected, and just finding his time to get into that clinch where he can do some damage. And just keep wearing down Tong.
Knees in the clinch here from both fighters, but Nong Moss landing the more powerful knees. You can see the reddening on the midsection of Tong, and that is the end of the first round. We'll get the replays for you before we head into round number 2. So, Seth, that was an interesting round. It was an aggressive start from Tong, but Nong Moss was able to weather the storm. What did you make of that round?
Well, we saw Tong coming out with a very kind of what we expect, like I said, to see from the Chinese fighters. A lot of in and out movement, some kind of unorthodox attacks from Tong. We saw some calf kicks from him, but Nong Moss coming in with that really traditional Thai style, trying to establish himself in that clinch and really wear down Tong and put money in the bank for these next rounds coming up.
Yeah, because for me, I just feel like Tong is a traditional Chinese fighter who's very heavy-handed, like you said, likes to use the calf kicks. It's a new weapon in Muay Thai. It's not really a new weapon, but something that you're seeing a lot more so now in Muay Thai are calf kicks. I mean, they use a lot in MMA, and now in the last couple of years, you're starting to see them more frequently in Muay Thai. They're a real game changer, because a calf kick is something you just can't really block. Okay, here we go. Getting ready for round number 2. Nong Moss is in the red corner, and Tong from China is in the black corner.
Let's see if Tong will be able to adjust with Nong Moss's clinch here again up. But Nong Moss already finding his way into that range where he's had so much success so far in this fight. And let's see if Nong Moss's clinch work is going to be able to slow down Tong. Again, back into the clinch. Tong trying to find his way into some success there, but Nong Moss, that experience, especially in the clinch, is really hard to deal with a really experienced fighter in that clinch.
Yeah, but I'm impressed with how Tong's been able to, carry himself inside the clinch. We saw the side control early on, and then he's trying to lunge in with the upward elbow. We saw that a lot in the first round. He's got to try and block these body kicks and just not think too much about what Nong Moss is going to do. He's got to just be reactive and be assertive, try and fight his fight instead of trying to react to not what Nong Moss is going to do.
Yeah, that's going to be key for Tong. He's really got to come out with aggression and really just discombobulate Nong Moss. Because if Nong Moss is allowed to go into that pattern that's so familiar and so comfortable from him with his 70 fights of experience, it's really, really hard to overcome that. So Tong's going to have to just overwhelm him. A lot of power, a lot of volume is going to be the key to success for him.
That's right. I mean, this is a good position, though, where he had him before on the ropes, where Tong had Nong Moss on the ropes. Really needs to take advantage of that, really. I felt like he hesitated there and didn't jump in. He needed to jump on Nong Moss, and he just gave Nong Moss enough time to pivot off and reset.
Yeah, Nong Moss, again, just so cool and collected with that. You see just really relaxed backward movement, and he's just waiting for his moment to see that opening where he can land a nice strong kick to the body or enter that clinch where he can do all that damage he's been doing so far. Again, with that body kick from Nong Moss.
Yeah, Nong Moss happy to just control the fight on the back foot and just land these body kicks and try and time Tong as well.
Elbow.
Changing it up now with the elbows. Elbow there from Tong inside the clinch, missing with the second one. Less than a minute to go here in the second round. We are set for 3, so one more round potentially coming up after this. Cracking right body kick there from Nong Moss.
And Tong's got to turn it up. He is just not going to have success with this work rate right now. Nong Moss is just too familiar. He can negate all of Tong's offense if he's not throwing with volume and just wait for that opportunity. He's landing those body kicks at will, and he's coming into that clinch where he can do damage at will. Tong's got an uphill battle against him for this round 3 coming up.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh, another cracking body kick from Nong Moss. And again.
You can hear Tong's corner going absolutely ballistic. I don't think he's going to have I think he's going to have quite a bit of a telling off in between rounds right here before we go into the 3rd and final round. A very dominant round from Nong Moss. Let's take a look at the replays right here. His timing was so good. It was more the ring craftsmanship, how he was able to control the fight so well on the back foot. See him here inside the clinch, landing an elbow. And just controlling the fight very well. I mean, that's one of the main things that you've got to do in Muay Thai. You've got to control the fight, and little things like that, little nuances like your ring craftsmanship, how you sort of manage the ring and walk around the ring. That's what the judges are looking for if the fights are really, really close, but not in this case. If you're in the corner of Tong, Seth, what are you telling him right now?
Aggression, forward, forward, forward. You got to throw everything in this last 3rd round. You got to throw the kitchen sink at him. And we can see the intensity from Tong Moss's corner. They're firing up. They're telling him, relax. We got to get down to business, though. This is make or break for this fight in this 3rd round. You got to come out. You got to be aggressive. You got to be in it to win it. It's either knockout or we're not making it this 3rd round. Tong Lo.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's got to literally just empty his gas tank right now and not play into the game plan of Nong Moss. Nong Moss wants him to get into the clinch. He wants him to stay at that long range so he can land the body kicks. But Tong's just got to try and rip up the script right now and finish in spectacular fashion.
And RA trying to come out really fast and aggressive in the 3rd round from Tong. But Nong Moss again able to wrap him up and negate that pressure.
Again, another cracking right body kick there from Nong Moss, almost taking the back of Tong.
The clinch again.
But this is a good way of like clock management, trying to just taking Tong down to the canvas. Even if it's a foul, just take him down to the canvas, and it's going to zap his energy, but it's also going to kill pressure seconds off the clock.
Yeah, and we're seeing again just beautiful craftsmanship from Nong Moss in this. That he's not pressed, he's not stressed out, he's not pressured. That he's just finding exactly the time. He knows he's ahead. Looking cool. Very important in Muay Thai. A lot of foreign fans don't understand this, of the performance aspect of this sport. That it's about everything. It's not about the punches thrown necessarily. It's about your face. It's about how cool you're looking. It's about your composure. That's what the judges are looking for, as much as the blows that are actually landed.
You mean keeping that poker face, making sure that it doesn't look like you're hurt, making sure it doesn't, because they look for things like that for like signs of weakness. They class that as signs of weakness if you're wincing or if you make a bad face when you get hurt by a shot. Oh, an elbow there from Tong.
And a cheeky look over the clock by Nong Moss. Let's see if Tong's going to be able to take advantage of this last half of the round. He's really got to turn it on.
Good body kicks here on the back foot by Nong Moss. This is another way of just killing the clock. Just going on the back foot and making Tong follow him. Beautiful step up knee there. I think that did zap the energy of Tong. And Tong is, you know, really running out of time right now. We hit the final minute of round 3.
Trying with that spinning back fist, but that distance management from Nong Moss, like we were talking about, that ring generalship, it's too strong. You know, when you got a 70 fight experience versus a 12 fight, we're talking about that domination. Oh, that spinning wheel kick.
Well, literally trying anything right here.
But it's really hard to overcome that gap in experience when you're talking about a 70 versus a 12 fight record.
That was probably the best technique, the best shot that Tong threw in this round. Throwing that calf, it looked like a calf kick, but it landed flush. I mean, if he can find a few more of those, maybe that could help him out a little bit. At least buckle the legs of Nong Moss so that he can reach up to the head. Elbow missed there by Tong.
Couple elbows again.
And that is the end of the third and final round. We're going to the judges' scorecards for the decision.
Wonderful clash of styles. Just beautiful display of ring generalship and experience by Nong Moss. Like I said, cool, calm, collected, controlling the distance, controlling when engagements happen. And it's really hard, especially if you're not throwing a lot of output like Tong wasn't, to overcome that.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we'll get the judges' scorecards read out
step knee.
Eventually. I will take it up to Mark Abbott for the official decision. We'll see you in fight number 2. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27. 30-27, 30-27,และ 30-27. For the winner, in the red corner, Nong Moss, Lumpinee. Congratulations, Nong Moss, Lumpinee, for winning in our opening bout here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพันเอ็กซ์ตรีมเราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับคู่ต่อไปครับมวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 75 กิโลกรัมนักมวยมาจากประเทศมอริเชียสพบกับนักมวยจากประเทศโมร็อกโก Join us after the break for more Muay Thai action at 75 kilograms as a fighter from the Mauritius takes on a fighter from Morocco.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
to Fairtex Fight, Muay Man Pan Extreme, here from the iconic Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Our next bout is in Muay Thai at 75 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Ayub Wagweev.
Okay, everyone, we move on to fight number 2. And in the black corner, we've got Ayub Wagweev. He's 178 centimeters tall, 26 years of age, 31 fights on his record, 16 victories, 15 defeats, no draws. He's representing Morocco. Seen Ayub fight a few times, a good technical fighter, great punches, great low kicks. Training out the Satien Muay Thai gym, which is located in the Rankampeng area of Bangkok in like the eastern part of the city. Long time ago, Sangmini used to train out of that gym. And his last 3 fights, Ayub lost on points here at Fairtex Fight to Frederick Walters, lost by KO to Sangpet Lumpinee, and he also lost on points to Tyler Germani right here at Fairtex. So they've all been on Fairtex Fight or shows at Lumpinee. So let's hope that Wagweev could change his luck today, get back to winning ways. Here he is making his final prayers before he makes that big step over into the ring.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Mathieu Mangalon.
And now entering the stadium into the red corner is Mathieu Mangalon, representing Mauritius. 26 years of age, bringing to us this morning a 15 fight record experience with 8 wins and 7 losses. Another fighter is familiar to the Fairtex Fight promotion here at Lumpinee Stadium. He last stepped into the ring against David Kehoe here in June, losing by points. So both Mathieu and Ayub looking to avenge recent losses here at Fairtex Fight. Getting some final preparations from our professional cut team here in his walkout. And you know, Ali, something really unique about this show is the level of preparation that these athletes get backstage and walking out to the ring. This is not a typical high-style show. Everything backstage is very, very professional. They're getting their hands wrapped uniformly by professionals. There's not the Thai-style massage. It's very similar to what we might see in preparation for one fight here at Lumpinee.
ท่านผู้ชมครับคู่นี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 75 กิโลกรัม 3 ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 75 kilograms, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 75 กิโลกรัม สูง 178 weighing in at 75 kilograms, standing 178 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศโมร็อกโก from Morocco Ayub Wagweev แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 75 กิโลกรัม สูง 185 weighing in at 75 kilograms, standing 185 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศ Mauritius from the Mauritius Mathieu Mangalon and your referee นายบุญเลิศแก้วพิทักษ์
Okay, here's the tail of the tape between these two. So, Mathieu with a 7-centimeter height advantage. Both these two are the same age at 26 years of age. And the experience weighing in the favor of Ayub in the black corner. Almost double the experience of Mathieu. Mathieu training out of the Kitsana gym. 2 fights I really like that fought out there. Pon Garati and Adam Benwawa. Let's see if Mathieu can follow in their success and footsteps. Here we go, round 1. Southpaw versus an orthodox as well.
Yeah, those rear weapons for both fighters are going to be crucial in the Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup. And we've already seen Ayub starting out early, throwing those left kicks, hitting some left kicks to the body, but switching back to an orthodox stance. So now we're back to the orthodox versus orthodox.
Yeah, he took a right hand earlier on when he was in southpaw, and that hit him flush. So I think he wants to make sure that he stays in orthodox right now. I feel like Ayub is one of these fighters that can fight out both stances, which is a really good trait to have, a really good weapon to have in your arsenal. Great left body kick here from Ayub, but he gets cracked again right there with the right hand.
And at this weight, at 75 kilos, there's much less margin for error. You know, these athletes, they got so much more power and weight at this 75 kilo weight class that, ooh, a big head kick from Mathieu. That it doesn't take much when you got this size, ooh, to do some real damage.
Yeah, really good kicks coming in here from Ayub, but I feel like Mathieu is just trying to charge himself up for one of those right hands. He tries to fire one there off a 1-2.
Yeah, Ayub having a lot of success with those left kicks, both from southpaw and orthodox stances.
Yeah, you can see that Ayub is a technical fighter, likes to use the body kicks, reaching down there for a left hand to the body.
And again, left body kick, left body kick. I think his plan might be in a left punch to the body to just keep chopping away at Mathieu's body and take away some of that strength, some of that explosion, some of that athleticism that looks to make Mathieu so dangerous.
I mean, Mathieu is a little bit taller than Ayub. I mean, only 7 centimeters. It doesn't sound like much, but it definitely can't help with the reach like that right there. The big right hand getting landed by Mathieu. Left body kick there again from Ayub. Finding a great flow with this left body kick in the first round.
Yeah, beautiful timing from Ayub. Beautiful eyes from him. He's really just taking his time and just finding that nice opening.
And he's not doing too much. It's just little steps to his right just to find that left body kick. A little bit of a reset, making sure he lines himself up okay with Mathieu as he moves around the ring.
But those body shots are money in the bank. And we're going to see that, Ayub hopes he sees that pay off in rounds 2 and 3 as, ooh, nice exchange there from both fighters.
But Ayub is lazy with the guard, though. We've seen it several times in this round where he's just been hit flush with the right hand. His guard is too low. It's around his shoulders. It should be up around his temple. And that could cost him. See, right here, right there. 4 punches getting landed right there by Mathieu, just as the round is about to end. And that is the end of the first round. A real clash of styles between these two. I've got to say, I mean, I feel like the power punches are definitely coming from Mathieu, but the body kicks and the technical style is really coming from Ayub. Let's have a look at the replays here.
Yeah, ooh, we can see those really powerful punches from Mathieu. Those are really dangerous weapons from him. Ayub's got to be super careful with that. Ayub had done a pretty successful job of managing distance, and like we were saying, landing those body kicks where we see another one again there. But his guard is low, and that's really dangerous habit to have against a fighter as powerful and strong as Mathieu with those heavy punches. And we see again opening up with those combinations. So we're gonna see what adjustments both fighters can make. If Mathieu is going to be able to do a little bit more domination and control that distance, or if Ayub is going to be able to have the upper hand in that distance and keep on cracking those body kicks. That's going to be the key to look for.
Yeah, 100%. Really comes, I think experience does really help here, but it's like Mathieu does have the reach advantage between Ayub. Just how he can use it to his advantage. I mean, we saw it, like you pointed out, at the end of the last round, where he had real success just putting the pressure on Ayub.
And it seems like that's what Mathieu's corner was telling him, because we see him already coming out at the beginning of the second round, a little bit more aggressive than he started. Nice punch combination again from Mathieu. And coming again, now throwing punches in bunches. I think that's going to be a key to success here for Mathieu, is those punches in bunches. Break through Ayub's guard.
Yeah, I got to agree. I think that's definitely what he has to do. It's just trying to do it, I guess.
Yeah, he's gotta have to close that distance. He's gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive. Ayub's so comfortable on that outside. He knows he's got the experience, and he's been landing that left kick, so he's really confident about that. It's hard to overcome that.
Just comes down to using the basics. That's why the jab is such an important weapon in Muay Thai. Just trying to make sure that you can cut through the guard and just touch your opponent before you land a power punch. I mean, Mathieu's got a great right hand and a good jab. He's just got to try and use it right now. Just playing into Ayub's game where Ayub is being able to pick him off right now with these left body kicks.
Yeah, Mathieu isn't going to want to stay on this outside and move around like he's been. Because as we've seen, Ayub just waiting for his opening. There, Mathieu's really got to bring the heat to Ayub and make Ayub make mistakes. Take advantage of Ayub being a little lazy about that guard.
Ayub is only looking for that left body kick, so Mathieu just needs to time him. I mean, we haven't seen Mathieu block a body kick yet, even catch it or evade it.
Yeah, he hasn't seemed to have much of an answer for those left body kicks. And those, the first round, you can get away with that. It starts adding up in these later rounds.
Good long guard there from Ayub. It looks like that punch just hit the left glove of Ayub as he had that long guard up.
But not following up. And this is going to be really, really crucial for Mathieu. He's got to follow up when he lands on those punches. He cannot allow himself to reset on that outside with Ayub.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's all about like gaining momentum and then sustaining it, making sure you don't back off. Right hand there from Mathieu. Another left body kick there from Ayub. Being able to throw this left body kick very well in southpaw and orthodox as he keeps on switching stances.
And again, if Mathieu's going to eat those body kicks, he's got to come back with some punches. He's got to come back with a combination. He can't just let Ayub land those body kicks because he will happily do that all day.
Ayub trying to skip in with a right hook. Again, another left body kick from Ayub. Targeting the arms of Mathieu as well, which is definitely a good tactic to use against a fighter that's, good power punches.
And we've seen it work so far. We've already seen Mathieu's volume decreasing from the first round. Here's the end of round 2.
What a round that was. Much more of a dominant round for Ayub. Mathieu just felt like he was overthinking that round a little bit too much. Here comes the replays. Gonna definitely see a lot of replays with that left body kick, Seth.
And it's hard, Ali. You were talking about that overthinking. And it was, Ayub was waiting. Every time Mathieu came in to close that distance, he was just getting met with that left body kick. And it's really hard. It's very discouraging as a fighter every time that you try to come in and you just eat that crushing left body kick. And it takes away from your body and it takes away from your heart and your confidence when you keep on eating those heavy kicks like Mathieu's been doing this morning.
Yeah. It is the body kick in Muay Thai, it sort of makes Muay Thai almost what it is. It's a move that everyone wants to learn when they come to Thailand, but defending it is another school of thought. It's so difficult. I mean, there are several ways of doing it. I mean, the main three are to, block it with your shin. The other one is to evade it, to take a little step back and sort of lean back and then counter. And then the last one really is to catch it, and whether you sweep your opponent or you catch it and you can counter. I haven't seen any of those from Mathieu. Hoping that we're going to see a bit more of those, or at least walk through these body kicks and start landing with some shots, because he definitely has the power, the punching power on his side.
Yeah, if you're going to eat those body kicks on the arms like Mathieu's been doing, you've got to come back with a combination. Nice one right there. Oh, an unintentional low blow there.
Unfortunately, kicks and teeps to the groin guard are not a foul here. At Lumpinee Boxing Stadium for Fairtex fight, but knees to the groin guard are. So unfortunately, if the fighters do get kicks or teeps to the groin area, they have to fight on. They have to continue, or they will get counted by the referee.
And we saw there 2 kicks ago, actually, I think Mathieu's first check of the fight. So perhaps a little too late.
Well,
a lot of damage already been done, and a nice combination for both fighters getting their boxing in.
Or better late than never.
Yeah.
Mathieu trying to measure out here with the jab, trying to feint it, get Ayub to react. Ayub is not falling for it, landing that left body kick. He's missing with the elbow though. Good right hand there from Mathieu.
Nice combination landed.
Referee Bunalert Galpatak demanding more action. Right hand going down the middle there from Mathieu, not connected with Ayub.
And this is the type of pace that Mathieu's going to want to take. He's going to want Another unintentional low blow. 1 for 1 this morning. But Mathieu's going to want to step up the pace. He's going to want to keep moving fast, but he's not going to want to stay on the outside with this quick movement. He's going to want to use that movement and get inside where he can land those punches that have been effective.
Speaking of effective punches, there's one right there from Mathieu, but counter comes straight back from Mathieu, but counter comes straight back from Mathieu. Yeah, you can hear the corner of Mathieu just saying, just punch, 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 then kick, punch, 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 then kick. I got to agree with him. He's really got to empty the gas tank right now in the 3rd round.
Yeah, it's got to be more of that. Ooh, and a nice combination from Mathieu. Head to the body, back to the head. He's got to keep on landing those. He's got a 50 seconds. Ooh, and a beautiful right to the face from Mathieu. And a body kick. Let's go. All right. Another combination from Mathieu. He's got to keep this up. 36 seconds. He's got to turn the heat up. He needs a knockout right now.
Yeah, been very back and forth in this round.
Yeah, much more competitive round than we saw in rounds 1 and 2.
Ayub with the lean back, but not doing anything with it. Taunting too much. Time up. Mathieu inside the clinch.
And eating a little sneaky elbow on the way in as well, courtesy of Ayub.
What great body shot there from Mathieu.
Yeah, this brawling, these punches, this is what Mathieu needs. Unfortunately, too little too late as we hear the 10-second mark for this 3rd round.
And there you have it. That's the end of the 3rd and final round. Yeah, again, we're going to the judges' scorecards. But before that, we'll get the replays for you.
So this 3rd round, much more even, much more back and forth than we saw in those first 2 rounds. Mathieu turning up the aggression a little bit, see a lot more action from him. We saw a lot of beautiful punching exchanges, which were really favoring Mathieu. I think he started to kind of get a little bit sense of that distance and break through that management that Ayub was being so successful with that first couple rounds. But unfortunately, I think it was just a little too late again. Beautiful elbow coming in. And let's take it to Mark Abbott for the judge's decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 29-28, 29-28, 28-29. 29-28, 29-28 และ 28-29. For the winner by split decision in the red corner, Mathieu Mangalore. Congratulations, Mathieu Mangalong, for winning a very highly contested bout here in our 2nd fight at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพันเอ็กซ์ตรีมช่วงหน้าพบกับคู่ต่อไปครับมวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 77 กิโลกรัมนักมวยจากประเทศจีนพบกับนักมวยจากประเทศอิตาลี Join us after break for more Muay Thai action at 77 kilograms as a fighter from China takes on a fighter from Italy.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
Welcome back to Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme here from the world famous Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, live on Channel 7 HD. Our next bout is in Muay Thai at 77 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Ludovico Toya.
And here we go, we move on to the third fight on the card this morning. This bout is going to be contested at 77 kilograms, and in the black corner we've got Ludovico Toya. He is 18 years old, 188 centimeters tall, 8 fights on his record, 5 victories, 3 defeats, no draws. Represents Italy, and he's training out of 7 Muay Thai Gym, which is located in Rayong in the eastern part of Thailand, run by an absolute legend from Italy himself as well, Mathieu Casarino, who's grew up really in his teens in Thailand, fought at such a high level, competed at Lumpinee, won the silver belt at Max Muay Thai, and fought the who's who in his weight division. Has some great fights with Rongmarie, Sasi Prapa. And I mean, what a person to have as your manager, as your gym owner, and in your corner as well on fight day. Matthias has a wealth of experience, you know, training with so many great gyms, training with so many great fighters, and fighting so many great fighters as well. So Ludovico is definitely in good hands. Looking forward to see how he's going to perform here on Fairtex Fight.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Liu Chuan.
And now entering the stadium into the red corner, Liu Kuan from China. Coming to us this morning with a record of 14 fights with 10 wins and 4 losses. Training out of Chalam Khao training camp as well. We saw Liu here last month picking up a win by points against Tianhiao Huaria. And I was here for that fight, saw him. He's a really strong kickboxer, really powerful style. And again, really lucky this morning to see some of the boys at the higher weight classes. It's just so exciting, so much power that we see from these higher weight class fighters. And you know, it's the margin of error is so much lower when you get to these higher weight classes. You can put so much more, you have so much more weight to go behind those punches and kicks. So we're gonna see a pretty exciting matchup this morning. You know, 7 Muay Thai Gym, very famous for traditional Muay Thai
ครับ
style.
คู่นี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 77 กิโลกรัม 3 ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 77 kilograms, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 77 กิโลกรัม สูง 188 weighing in at 77 kilograms, standing 188 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอิตาลี from Italy Ludovico Toya แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 77 กิโลกรัม สูง 185 weighing in at 77 kilograms, standing 185 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศจีน from China Liu Chuan and your referee นายมอนชัยวิสุงเล
Okay, he's the tail of the tape, just 3 centimeters in height advantage for Ludovico in the black corner, and almost double the experience going in the hands of Liu in the red corner. So like you said, Seth, I mean, another fight in the heavier weight class. I mean, in Muay Thai, it's typically the weight class is sort of ranged with a lot of fights competing between, you know, 55 to 65 kilograms, where you get a lot of them in Thailand. And at these weight classes, you get a lot of foreigners competing. So it's good to see you change things up here.
And like we mentioned in the walkouts, we can expect to see an interesting clash of styles in this mix. Liu bringing really powerful kind of kickboxing style, and Ludovico coming out of 7 Muay Thai camp, very famous for technical instruction, really Thai style. And so it's going to be an interesting clash of matchups here.
You can already see that from Ludovico as we come straight out of the gate in round one. Cracking right body kick. Landing that earlier. Leo just trying to get into the pocket as best he can, trying to get into short range. Going to the body right there against Ludovico. Trying to go upstairs to the head, but a punch whistles past the face of Ludovico. Spinning elbow there from Leo as well.
Yeah, I'm already really impressed by Ludovico's style. He's young, 18 years of age, just 8 fights. But he has wonderful composure. He's using that long guard really well and coming in with those elbows off of that long guard. His switch kicks have been landing really well so far in the first round. Let's see if those switch kicks can slow down Liu.
Yeah, let's see. Leo setting the ring right now. It's definitely where he wants to be. Ludovico happy to go on the back foot here and wait for Leo to come forward. There's that right body kick again. Oh, and a high kick by Leo. Ludovico goes down to the canvas and then comes straight back up.
Taking that count, just a little quick flash knockout.
Yeah, flash knockdown there from Leo. Let's see if he can get in there and finish the job. We've got 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, Ludovico's got to be careful here. He's got to utilize that defense. Oh, he can't let too many more of those punches from Leo get in. Nice, powerful left body kick. Well, almost a head kick from Leo. And they're throwing elbows back and forth.
Yeah, they really are trading very heavy with the elbows. But Ludovico really needs to get on his bike right now and not stay in one place, otherwise it's going to be a sitting duck for Leo.
Yeah, Leo looking for his opening.
Swing and a miss there by Ludovico. Looks like he's just about recovered from that flash knockdown. Feints here from Leo. Right punch there, and then a left body kick misses for Ludovico. Feints as well here from Leo. Just feel like Leo is a bit concerned about punching himself out right here in the first round. Showing his experience, switching to southpaw. Swing and a miss there by Leo. Bit of a stalemate here between these two. That is the end of the first round. Absolute drama right here at Fairtex Fight, the legendary Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Seth, what a round that was. I mean, I guess Ludovico just taking his time way too much on the back foot and getting caught by Leo with that knockdown. What did you make of that round?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed by Ludovico's composure, especially for a guy who's so young with such little experience that he has. But unfortunately, Leo, with his experience and his power, was able to slip through that long guard that Ludovico was trying to throw up. And I think we're gonna see it here. Knocks him down with that quick head kick, just a little quick flash knockdown. Ludovico able to recover pretty successfully. I think Leo is a little bit too hesitant following up on that knockdown, but they had that nice little elbow exchange there too towards the end of that first round.
Yeah, I mean, that knockdown was just picture perfect. He threw that high kick as soon as Ludovico was throwing the jab. And I can see Mathieu Casarino in the corner just saying you need to be a bit more assertive now. You need to be a bit more active. Start pushing forward. Just firing his fire up for round number 2. I feel like Leo really needs to put it on him as well. They can't wait too long against Ludovico because he had a good flow with that right body kick at the beginning of the first round.
And Leo's got so much power. He needs to start taking some confidence in that power. And because we can hear from the announcer's table those big kicks from Leo when they land.
Knee to the body there from Leo. Good hand control inside the clinch. Almost putting a muzzle over the face of Ludovico by putting both his hands over in the cross-face guard. 2 low kicks there from Leo. Ludovico trying to get inside. Overhand right there from Leo.
And Leo's got so much power in those hands. Even if Ludovico is able to block those punches, he can still feel that impact from Leo's hands. And that's gonna make some damage, whether he blocks it or not.
Body kick there from Ludovico. Feel like that knockdown in the first round really took the wind out of Ludovico's sails. It's not the same fight that we saw at the beginning of the first round. Feels like a shadow of his former self.
Yeah, that relaxation that we saw in the first round from Ludovico was a little bit out the window.
Right hand there from Liu. Taking his time here to pick apart the defense of Ludovico.
Yeah, Ludovico is not going to want to stick into this middle punching range. Leo's got so much power out of his punches and kicks. Oh, and we just saw those add up.
Yeah, taking a count here again, Ludovico from the referee. Looks like he's starting to lose some energy here. You can see that really in the round where the snap and the shots just wasn't there. Right hand there, goes through the gut from Liu, and that is it. Good save there by the referee. Ludovico was hurt, and Liu went in there to finish the job with the right hand in round number 2. Wow, that's our first stoppage of the morning, and it comes from that man in the red corner, Liu Xuan from China. Let's take a look at the replays right here.
Yeah, the story of the fight was Leo's power. We see that right hand coming over the top, that final exchange that made the ref call it off. Just wonderful accuracy from Leo, wonderful power. He took his time, he didn't make any silly mistakes that could have gotten him hurt. But that power from Liu Xuan, very, very impressive. Looking forward to seeing him back here in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round number 2, your winner by technical knockout in the red corner, Liu Xuan. Congratulations, Liu Xuan, for not only winning in that fight, but taking the first technical knockout victory of the day here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme ช่วงหน้าพบกับคู่ต่อไปครับมวยไทยนักมวยจากประเทศโมร็อกโกปะทะนักมวยไทยในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 65 kilogram. Join us after the break for more Muay Thai action. There's a Moroccan fighter takes on a Thai fighter at 65 kilograms.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
Welcome back to the legendary Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, as we continue our fights here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme. Our next bout is in Muay Thai 65 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Osama Dada.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We swiftly move on to fight number 4. And in the black corner, we've got Osama Dada. He is 21 years old, 179 centimeters tall, 12 fights on his record, 8 victories, 4 defeats, no draws. Representing Morocco, training out of the Tokyo Fight Club, which is located in the Rankampeng region, in the Rankampeng district of Bangkok. Some great fighters, young Moroccans coming out of that gym. We got the likes of Mohamed Taufik and Taufik Shabibi, both young rising stars here that really have fought a lot on Fairtex Fight and also other shows at Lumpinee Stadium and around Thailand. Osama Dada coming off a loss by points to Super Bowl non Kamkun. So hopefully he can get back to winning ways right here. Like a lot of Moroccans and like a lot of fighters from Tokyo Fight Club, Osama has a very aggressive style, likes to punch, likes to kick. I'm looking for that Bada Hari approach, or almost Yusuf Buhman approach to the ring today. Trying to finish the fight with his punches, with his body kicks against a more experienced opponent. So let's see how Osama Dada fares as we get fight number 4 going for you right here at the legendary Lumpinee Boxing Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Here is Osama Dada just soaking up the moment right now, preparing himself to jump over the ropes for another fight on Fairtex Fight.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Yod Sanchai Super Leg Muay Thai.
And entering the stadium into the red corner is Yod Sanchai Superlek Muay Thai. 30 years of age, he brings 56 fights of experience this morning with 42 wins, 11 losses, and 3 draws. No stranger to Fairtex Fight here. He last fought here in May, but he's been staying busy like all Thai fighters do, fighting monthly, fighting every couple of weeks. Just lots and lots of experience. And Ali, you were mentioning the Tokyo Fight Club style of that aggression and forward pressure. And so we love to see that here, that clash of styles, of experience versus aggression and vigor. So I think we can look forward to a really exciting matchup for this 4th bout of the morning. Receiving some final preparations for our professional fight team here at Fairtex Fight before he steps into the ring. And training out of Superlek Muay Thai Gym, of course, owned by the legend himself, Superlek. Let's take it to Mark Abbott for the introductions.
คู่นี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 65 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 65 kilograms, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 65 กิโลกรัม สูง 179 weighing in at 65 kilograms, standing 179 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศโมร็อกโก From Morocco, Osama Dada แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 65 กิโลกรัม สูง 165 weighing in at 65 kilograms, standing 165 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย From Thailand, Yod Sanchai Super Leg Muay Thai. And your referee, จ่าสิบเอกอนุกูลตามศรีลำ
Here we go, looking at the tail of the tape between these two. 14 centimeters in height advantage going to Osama Dada, but the experience in the favor of Yod Sanchai. Well, that is a bit of a flip there, a bit of a lopsided on the stat sheet. You got Osama with the height advantage, but then you've also got Yod Sanchai with the experience. I mean, you've got to wonder which one is going to favor which fighter. We'll find out here in round number 1, and we've got another Orthodox versus a Southpaw to kick things off here in the first round of our 4th bout.
Yeah, definitely not Yod Sanchai's first rodeo. You know, the Thai fighters are so used to fighting at a size disadvantage against the foreigners. So I'm sure Yod Sanchai, this is right in his wheelhouse, fighting somebody bigger and stronger, and he's going to have to rely on technique, experience, ring generalship.
It's all about tactics when you have these the David versus Goliath matchups, not just from the smaller fighter, but also from the taller fighter too. Osama's definitely got to try and establish the range and just be very assertive on the outside with his, long shots, like the body kicks, like the tips, and his straight punches. But I mean, Yod Sanchai, Seth, what are you looking for? What do you expect to see from him with his tactics in this matchup?
Well, we can already see the fighters in this Orthodox versus Southpaw matchup. So, of course, it's all about those rear weapons. And Yod Sanchai he's going to try to neutralize this size difference by just attacking the body and just wearing down Osama with those body shots. He's going to try to use his timing, find those right spots to just hit those kicks that can do the most impact that they can.
Yeah, chop the tree. Almost, Yo Sanchai got to be a lumberjack of the forest, just chopping the biggest tree out there, going low. Osama, good left kick there from Osama, but getting cracked by a left body kick from Yod Sanchai.
And Yod Sanchai, again, we see that experience coming through, the evasiveness, the ring generalship. He's just staying right outside of that range of Osama, right where he's safe, looking for his spots where he can just throw those left kicks. He's going body, he's going leg. And the more he lands those leg kicks and those body kicks, the more he can slow down Osama, the more he can make space to do some damage.
Exchange there, and not intentional there, shot to the groin from Yod Sanchai, but unfortunately, like I mentioned in the previous bout, it's not a foul if you kick or teep the groin guard in a Muay Thai bout here at Lumpinee Stadium for a Fairtex fight. Right hand there from Osama Dada.
But Yod Sanchai, again, with that experience, with that ring generalship, he's able to control that distance and come in either too close or be too far away for Osama to really do that damage that he can with his size and his power.
Osama stepping, pivoting to his left. Good left body kick there, going low as well. Right hand there and left body kick from Osama. Low kick there again from Osama.
But Yod Sanchai keeping a really beautiful composure. He's not shaken by the size difference. He's not shaken by Osama's power, or at least he's not showing, which is what counts.
Okay, that's the end of the first round. Before we go into round two, we get the replays for you. What a round that was between these two fighters. Like we said, a real clash of styles, a real clash of stances, and light advantages too. Let's take a look at the replays right here.
Yeah, Yod Sanchai being pretty successful covering up, but just that size difference and that power difference, that even though Yod Sanchai is doing a great job blocking those kicks, it's just that weight and that force from Osama that's pushing him back and making it really difficult.
Yeah, Osama just bulldozing Yod Sanchai, not giving him any room to work with, which is a great tactic against a technical fighter like Yod Sanchai. I feel like when you fight a southpaw, you've got to be so aggressive, you've got to be assertive, you've got to really push the pace on the front foot, because I know from experience, Seth, like fighting southpaws, if you let them find that groove with their left body kicks or let them find their timing, they're just a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, it's going to be a long afternoon for Osama if he doesn't figure out the timing of Yod Sanchai and figure out a way to neutralize that distance management and those left side weapons that Yod Sanchai has been able to use really effectively already this first round.
Here we go, round two underway. Yod Sanchai representing Thailand in the red corner, and Osama representing Morocco in the black corner. Good timing there from Yod Sanchai, trying to take out, cut the legs out of Osama as he comes forward. With a stalemate here between these two. Left body kick from Yod Sanchai. Left hand down the middle from Yod Sanchai. Much better from him in the second round. Oh, teep to the face.
Teep to the face. But Yod Sanchai popping right back up. Just hitting him off balance. But Ayub, he smells blood. Or Osama, excuse me, smells blood. And he's turning up that heat a little bit, that aggression a little bit. He's realizing that that aggression is going to be key. Oh, and that beautiful spinning back elbow knocks down Yod Sanchai, and the referee waves it off.
Yeah, referee waving it off right here. Osama Dada getting a win in round number two, the second stoppage that we've had in round number two this morning on Fairtex Fight, coming by way of spinning back elbow.
Beautiful aggression from Osama there, and that's what you need to do when you have these matchups against these experienced fighters, is you just have to overwhelm them. It's got to be volume, it's got to be power, and that was what Osama brought this morning. Beautiful performance by Osama. And there we see that spinning elbow knockout. We see him pressuring and just bullying, pushing into the corner, and that was what Osama needed to bring here. He could not be intimidated by Yotsan Chai's experience. And he just brought that forward, that pressure, that fire, and it paid off for him. Let's take it to Mark Abbott for our decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round number 2, your winner by knockout in the black corner, Osama Dada. Congratulations, Osama Dada, picking up the second knockout victory of the day here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme ช่วงหน้าพบกับคู่ต่อไปครับนักมวยจากประเทศไทยพบกับนักมวยจากประเทศอาเซอร์ไบจานในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 67 kilogram. Join us after the break for more Muay Thai action as a fighter from Thailand takes on a fighter from Azerbaijan at 67 kilograms. Don't go anywhere.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
to Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme here from the iconic Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Our next bout is in Muay Thai 67 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Zorab Azimov.
Okay, folks, we move on to fight number 5, and in the black corner, we've got Zorab Azimov. He is 28 years old, 174 centimeters tall, 36 fights on his record, 27 victories, 6 defeats and 3 draws. He's representing Azerbaijan. He's training out of the Tokyo Fight Club. So we just saw his teammate Osama Dada get a spectacular victory with spinning back elbow in round number 2. So let's see if Zorab Azimov can follow in his footsteps. Zorab actually coming off of a win by knockout against Pet Gaulan or Thai. That wasn't too long ago. So let's see if he can build off of that momentum from winning like that in his previous bout, in his previous fight. I mean, it's always nerve-wracking when you, or so it works for different fighters. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking for them, sometimes it motivates them to have a teammate fight with them on the same day. But it's definitely going to help the confidence for Azimov, like seeing that his teammate has already won by knockout today, so something that he can kind of build off of. Final touches there from Cutman Paco, Fairtex Fight, doing a great job of taking care of the fighters here to prepare themselves for their bouts here at the legendary Lumpinee Boxing Stadium.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Kitsana Muay Thai.
And entering Lumpinee Stadium from into the red corner, excuse me, is Kitsana Muay Thai. 26 years of age, standing 176 centimeters tall. He comes to us this morning bringing 50 fights of experience with 39 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw, representing Buriram, Thailand. Again, coming out of Isan, the heartland of Muay Thai, where these kids live, breathe, sleep, and eat Muay Thai. We can really expect to see that wonderful classic Muay Thai style from him. Wonderful distance management. We'll see how the clinch turns out. If we'll see much action there against Zorab. But I think we might see another classic aggression versus experience matchup this morning. You know, that Tokaya Fight Club, they come with that really aggressive forward pressure like we just saw in that last fight. So let's see if Kitsana is going to have an answer for that this morning. Final prayer before stepping over the ropes. And let's take it to Mark Abbott to introduce our fighters.
ตามชมครับคู่นี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 67 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 67 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมนำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 67 กิโลกรัม สูง 174 weighing in at 67 kilograms standing 174 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอาเซอร์ไบจาน From Azerbaijan Zorab Azimov แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 67 กิโลกรัม สูง 176 weighing in at 67 kilograms standing 176 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย From Thailand Kitsana Muay Thai and your referee จ่าสิบเอกพิเชษฐ์กหกสิทธิ์
Okay, here's the tail of the tape between these two. So 2-centimeter height advantage for Kitsana. Also the experience too, another 14 fights on his record. But I mean, that's just a number really. Like you said earlier on, I really like that that metaphor. You know, it's not about the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog. You know, sometimes it just goes to show how bad you want it. Tokyo Fight Club coming in with an aggressive style here on the Muay Thai scene, trying to shake things up. They definitely had experience of ruffling the feathers of experienced Muay Thai fighters from Thailand.
And that's what Zorab's going to want to do coming out here this morning. And already we see it. Beautiful. Look at that wonderful exchange. Nice action. Lots of punches flying. Oh, and a knockdown quick right off.
Yeah, huge heavy artillery coming in from Zorab to start the first round, and it pays off for him. Literally within the first 30 seconds, scoring a knockdown. Let's see if he can get in there and finish the job. Here he comes.
And Kitsana trying to slow him down, tie him up in the clinch. But Zorab knows he's got to use that momentum. He's got to come forward and use that aggression and really overwhelm Kitsana and try to overwhelm Kitsana's experience. Kitsana here with a beautiful head control in the clinch, and he's going to let those knees go.
Double collar tie here for Kitsana inside the clinch. I mean, we've just seen a huge gap in experience right now in the clinch. So Zorab wasn't able to fend off Kitsana when he got the double collar tie. So you're going to assume that Kitsana's going to go straight in there again. Here he goes, straight back into the clinch.
Yeah, Kitsana needs to stay in this clinch, this fight. This is going to be a key to success for him. He's going to be wanting to be on the outside where he can land kicks or come inside on the clinch. But Zorab's punches, he comes in with those flurries, and it's so dangerous. And he's got a lot of power. We already saw it landed a big overhand just a few moments ago. And Kitsana cannot take too many of those.
But you can already tell that Zorab is not comfortable in the clinch. It's almost like Kitsana's throwing him into a straitjacket, not allowing him to move at all. Wade's got his hands positioned in the clinch as well. Upward elbow there from Kitsana. Here it is again. Zorab's hands are too low. They've got to go over the top of Kitsana's guard. And he's just trying to throw body shots. He's just leaving himself way too open, now trying to grab the waist. And Kitsana's just able to tee off, take that little step back, create more power, and throw those knees straight at the middle. Zorab's in a world of trouble when he gets inside the clinch. Needs to stay on the outside, but Kitsana's helping himself out by throwing knees to the body and taking that punching power away from Zorab.
Oh, and a big swing and a miss again by Zorab, and Kitsana taking advantage in the clinch. Zorab cannot allow himself to get caught like this.
No, he really can't. But this is the a catch-22. Zorab wants to come in close so that he can throw his, very heavy and powerful punches. But then he gets tied up inside the clinch right here. His head is too low. He needs to put his arms over the top. Just go over the top and push the head of Kitsana to break this guard, to break this lock. And Kitsana just going to town right here, throwing these knees right up the middle.
And the referee breaks, and there's the end of round one. Zorab's corner got their work cut out for them. Let's see what adjustments he can make coming into round two. Whoa. Beautiful round by Kitsana. Kitsana Muay Thai. Little bit of a rough start. We saw that knockdown by Zorab with those big punches.
Absolute drama here at Fairtex fight. There's that knockdown. Kitsana getting caught by the left hook. But coming back inside the clinch now, dominant round really from Kitsana if you take the knockdown out of the equation, because after that it was all Kitsana's round, just dominating Zorab inside the clinch, throwing knees to the head and to the body. Zorab just did not have an answer for that clinch at all.
Very interesting round to score for the judges, if it makes it that far. How would you score that, Ali? How would you compare that domination in the clinch from Kitsana versus that knockdown from Zorab?
I mean, I'd say that it was more, you've got to go in the way of Kitsana, just dominating the round with the clinch and coming back like that. It's not an automatic 10-8 round for me to Zorab. It's definitely going to be a 10-9 to Kitsana.
And we see Zorab's corner giving him some final instructions right there before the beginning of the round, trying to tell him push on that head when you find yourself in that clinch.
We also saw Zorab just try and walk Kitsana to the ropes, just forcing the referee to break it up and to prevent Kitsana from swimming his arms through and advance into a better position. Kitsana mixing things up and going for the high kick here. Overhand right from Zorab.
Let's see if Zorab's going to be able to take his corner's advice and utilize it here in this clinch.
Yeah, you see Zorab just spoiling the clinch there for Kitsana, pressing his body up against the ropes. But shelling up here right now and just giving Kitsana that double collar tie. And down he goes, just slumping down to the canvas.
Yeah, you can't shell up the way you would in a kickboxing fight here in Muay Thai, because this is exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to get clamped on in that clinch, and you're going to get punished, how we see Kitsana doing that right now with those elbows. Wonderful elbow out of the clinch. And Zorab with the punches back and forth and catches Kitsana.
Yeah, Kitsana was on wobbly legs momentarily, but he's straight back up. Here comes Zorab again. So Zorab is definitely lethal at all ranges, at all points in this fight. Big knees coming in now from Kitsana. Tapping down for that knee, hit the head, hit the face of Zorab. There it goes again.
And so much toughness from Zorab. He is absorbing a lot of punishment in this clinch. There's those knees that are getting through the body, getting through the head, cracking his guard open. And he's got to take his corner's advice. He's got to push on Kitsana's head to make that clinch, break out of that clinch. He cannot stay in this all fight. That is a lot of pressure and a lot of damage that Zorab is taking from Kitsana in this right now.
Big knees here from Kitsana again. Referee Gayaset taking a good look at this one. Another knee there from Kitsana. Referee allowing him to work. Zorab not doing a great job. Saying that though, getting the sweep on Kitsana. Good work there from Zorab.
So he's shelling up again and right back into the clinch for Kitsana.
Zorab still trying to go for that sweep. At least he's got a couple of tricks up his sleeve.
But not enough. Eats a big knee to the head from Kitsana. And you got to wonder how much more of this punishment the referee is going to see.
But I mean, the thing is, Zorab is fighting back. He's got a mouse on his forehead, so there is some visible damage right there. But he's still fighting back, so there's not a lot there for the referee to call this off just yet.
You're right, Ali. He's staying active.
And there's that overhand right, but downward elbows coming in now from Kitsana. That's a good adjustment for the Thai fighter. See if he can use him a little bit more, because Zorab is not going down to these knees. And that's the end of the second round. What a round that was between these two. So much drama here at Fairtex fight, right here at the legendary Lumpinee Boxing Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Take us through these replays, Steph. What a round that was.
Yeah, so we see Zorab coming out in the beginning. He was throwing some of those low kicks and having a little bit of success, but pretty quickly right after, Kitsana again finding that clinch. Zorab was shelling up too close, and Kitsana was taking advantage of that to just lock in that clinch, double head control, and he was just punishing Zorab with those knees. All that round, big knees to the head. Zorab with that cheeky little sweep right there, but it did not really change the narrative of that round for me. It was all about Kitsana's knees in that. Zorab trying to fight back with those little body shots. He had that dangerous little overhand off the right hand when he got a little bit of space. But absolute domination in that clinch from Kitsana in that round. But you know, Ali, it's got to be frustrating for Kitsana. He's given out so much damage to Zorab in that clinch, and Zorab just keeps on coming. That's got to sap your confidence a little bit.
I mean, it does, but also just gives you more time to keep working in the clinch. You know what's working for you. So you just got to keep on going back to it. Good overhand right there from Zorab. But this is where Kitsana can't make a mistake, can't slip up. You see, his lock wasn't very hard there, and Zorab just pulled out, just popped out of the clinch and landed the overhand right. Kitsana's got to watch out for those. Yeah, when Zorab finds a little bit of distance on the break from that clinch, he'll throw that overhand, which we already saw can be so dangerous. He scored a knockdown with that in that first round. Oh, wonderful stepping knee from Kitsana. Very beautiful. And Kitsana's got Zorab right where he wants him. Just landing those knees in the middle, just locking him up in that double collar tie. Such a basic clinch position to have. You get taught that really on your first day of learning how to clinch. And Kitsana showing how effective it is. Team to the face there by Kitsana.
But Zorab, so tough, so much heart. He's not dissuaded by those knees. He's really staying in that middle range and swinging. He's trying to land something. He knows that he needs to pull out something big in this third round, and he knows that he can.
Yeah, I mean, heart is something you just definitely can't teach, and it's something that you can definitely work with when you've got a fighter that's trying to get their experience here, especially in Thailand.
And this man, Zorab Asimov, has that in spades, that heart. I don't know of many fighters who can take this much damage with those knees that Kitsana's been throwing.
Yeah, he's definitely built of tough stuff. Double collar tie here from Kitsana, another big knee from the tie. And
Zorab wobbling a little bit, but not dissuaded. He's staying right up there, and he's saying, come on, bro, we can do it.
Looking for that Hail Mary shot from Zorab. And Kitsana ties him up in the clinch here again. Zorab just escapes.
Nice little uppercut on that clinch entry from Zorab, but he wasn't able to put much power into it. But the angle is very nice. Kitsana with that little right elbow on the clinch entry. And the referee breaks them as Kitsana takes a look at the clock.
Less than a minute to go here in our third and final round. Don't go anywhere because our main event is coming up next after this fight. Body kick, body kick there by Kitsana hitting the arms of Zorab.
Good posting, but that overhand right from Zorab again, almost, it just flirted with Kitsana's chin. And he's got to look out for that. 26 seconds to go, he cannot afford to be sloppy because we've seen Zorab's power, and that can end the fight at will if Kitsana's not careful.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that knockdown in the first round, but time is just not on Zorab's side right now, and you know, things like this, like breaking up the exchanges slowly so that he can start throwing his hands. There's a right hand that connects there for Zorab. Kitsana with the knee, Zorab landing with the left hand. And that is the end of the third and final round. Go to the judges' scorecards. What a fight that was. Kitsana really had to dig deep inside the clinch. Zorab, though, was definitely lethal with his punches, catching Kitsana off guard at the beginning of the fight with that left hook in the first round. Let's take a look at the replays right here.
Yeah, what an interesting match of styles. We've got Zorab with that almost K1 style that we see with that shell and a lot of volume with his punches and those overhands, which we don't see typically from the Thai fighters. And I think that took Kitsana by surprise a little bit in the beginning of the first round. We saw that knockdown. And again, almost there again, Zorab trying to land. He knows he can be successful with that. But Kitsana, that experience, And that confidence, just too much for Zorab to deal with. Let's take it to Mark Abbott for the judges'
Ladies and
decision.
gentlemen, after completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. 29-28, 29-28, และ 29-28 for the winner in the red corner, Kitsana Muay Thai. Congratulations, Kitsana Muay Thai, with a fantastic display of clinch work and Muay Thai knees เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับคู่ต่อไปครับเป็นคู่เอกในวันนี้ครับนักมวยจากประเทศจีนปะทะนักมวยไทย Join us after break for our main event as a Chinese fighter takes on a Thai fighter at 60 kilograms.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
Welcome back to Fairtex Fight, Muay Man Pan Extreme, here from the world-famous Lumpinee Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. For those of you just joining us, you are in time for our main event of the day in Muay Thai at 60 kilograms. From the black corner, let's bring out Turak Novruzov.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've all been waiting for, our main event of the morning. And here is Turak Novruzov fighting out of the black corner. He's 23 years old, 175 centimeters tall, 21 fights on his record, 17 victories, 4 defeats, no draws, representing Russia. He's got a real good resume as well. Last 3 fights, winning on points in his previous bout, but he's fought 2 absolute legends of the sport in his last 3 bouts, losing on points to Ludovico and also losing on points to Sangmanee. Sangmanee, we mentioned him a little bit earlier, a great southpaw that's been a multiple champion. Ludovico, a 3-time Rajadamnern Stadium champion as well. So I mean, there's no, if anything, it's good experience for you to get in a ring with these fighters, and a defeat to someone like that is not a bad thing at all. If anything, it's a good way to learn how to fight someone of that kind of a caliber and what experience you can take from that defeat into your next fight. So here we go. Looking forward to see what Turak Nozruzov can bring here on Fairtex Fight this morning.
And from the red corner, let's bring out Sanhui Pumpan Muang Muay Thai Academy.
And now entering the arena from the red corner, Sentawi Pumpan Muang Muay Thai Academy. Representing Pathum Thani out here in central Thailand. He's 26 years of age, standing at 170 centimeters tall. He comes to us this morning with 43 fights of experience, bringing 33 wins, 5 losses, and 5 draws. No stranger to us here at Fairtex Fight. He stays very active. 3 fights here in the last 3 months, 3 wins. 2 of them coming by way of TKO. So he's coming with a lot of confidence this morning. He won last month against Saber Garaband by TKO in round 3. In June, TKO in round 3 as well against Isa Kab. And back in May, a win on points against Sa Ao Shi. So we're gonna see, it's gonna be a test of this confidence coming in against a fighter as experienced with this resume as Turak is bringing, with those big fights against some big names, legends of the sport. But Sentawi looks confident, he looks ready as he steps over the top ropes.
This is the main event คู่เอกในวันนี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 60 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที A Muay Thai bout at 60 kilograms scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 60 กิโลกรัม สูง 175 weighing in at 60 kilograms standing 175 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศรัสเซียและอาเซอร์ไบจาน from Russia and Azerbaijan Durat Nomruzov แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 60 กิโลกรัม สูง 170 weighing in at 60 kilograms standing 170 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand Sanhui Pumpan Muang Muay Thai Academy and your referee จ่าสิบตรีกฤษดาพลตื้อ
Here's the tail of the tape here for our main event. So, Turak with 5 centimeter in height advantage. I mean, Sangtui has the experience as well, more than 22 fights of experience compared to Turak, but I feel like Turak is definitely coming in here fired up and not shy of getting stuck in there with a fighter that's more experienced than him. He's already done that on his resume. Let's see how this main event pans out.
Yeah, Ali, when you have that experience of stepping into the ring with legends, big names like Ludovico, like Sangmanee, like Turak has, that fight record is just a number, because those fights mean so much and you develop so much by fighting against somebody of that caliber.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I just liked how Turak started this round. Very aggressive on the front foot. Good jab out here, going low with the low kicks too. Incredibly aggressive. Good start here for Turak. Sanctuary got a lot to sort of, you know, download, a lot of information to sort of just get a hold of, trying to get a read on Turak and time him, make sure he doesn't be too active.
Yeah, and it's like we've been talking about all morning, Ali, that when you have that gap and advantage, you have to fill it up with volume and aggression. And you have to overload their system. Like, Turak is right here with that, oh, look at those combinations, and he's staying aggressive in that clinch. Sanctuary is not able to slow him down in that clinch, and Turak back to business, cold, calculated, surgical with those punches. Look at those 3, 4 left hooks in a row, and Sanctuary is in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here. It all started when Turak went to the body and just started unloading on Sanctuary. And Sanctuary's also been cut as well to the forehead, so a spectacular finish there for Turak.
Absolute fireworks in that first round.
Yeah, he just didn't stop coming. An absolute battering ram. Turak, no Ruzov from Russia and Azerbaijan. What a fight. That was absolutely brilliant. And it all started from just being very aggressive on the front foot. But Turak just started very, very fast and didn't give Sanctuary any room at all. No room to breathe. And I think that it started going downhill when he started going to the body like this from this exchange. You see Sanctuary started to crumble, and Turak saw that, and like a shark in the water, he saw blood and he went straight for the finish. Went straight in there, mixed up his shots very well. And there wasn't so much power going behind a lot of these shots. They were more just placement and staying relevant, making sure he kept that momentum and kept on breaking Sanctuary down very carefully to go for the finish. And referee Kitsana has seen enough. We'll take it off to Mark Abbott for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round number 1, your winner by technical knockout in the black corner, Nong Moss. Congratulations, Surat Noruzov, winning our main event here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme เรามีอีก1คู่ที่จะขึ้นมาชกอีกสักครู่เดียวนะครับนักมวยจากประเทศโมร็อกโกพบกับนักมวยจากประเทศอังกฤษและปากีสถานครับ Ladies and gentlemen, that was our main event, but we still have one more bout lined up for you in Muay Thai. A fighter from Morocco takes on a fighter from the UK and Pakistan. Don't go anywhere.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
แพงจัง ยาสีฟันที่ช่วยลดเสียวฟันอะใช้แป๊บๆก็หมด
ใช้เทพไทยสูตรช่วยลด
Welcome back to Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme for our final bout of the day คู่นี้จะชกกันภายใต้กติกามวยไทยพิกัดน้ำหนัก 58 กิโลกรัม 3 ยกละ 3 นาที A Muay Thai bout at 58 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 58 กิโลกรัม สูง 172 weighing in at 58 kilograms, standing 172 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอังกฤษและปากีสถาน from England and Pakistan Osama Mahmood แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 58 กิโลกรัม สูง 170 weighing in at 58 kilograms, standing 170 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศโมร็อกโก from Morocco and your referee จ่าสิบเอกนเรนทร์สุขใสสวย
Like Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is our final bout on the card today at 58 kilograms. It is Morocco taking on England, Pakistan. We've got Abdallah Chouet in the red corner representing Morocco and Issa Mahmoud in the black corner representing England and Pakistan. So a bit of an age gap between these two. Abdallah being more of the older fighter, 4 years older, and experience very similar. Abdallah with 3 fights experience and Issa with 2 fights. And this is also going to be three-minute rounds of Muay Thai action. You see Issa rearing to go, training out of the infamous Kip on Tip gym, a gym that I hold very close to my heart. It's where I started my Muay Thai journey here. Issa's been trained by John Pop Kip on Tip, who moved over to England and started Kip on Tip Leeds and had so much success. And you can see all of John Pop's fighters are very aggressive. You see it right now. They're Muay Thai, they're pressure fighters. He likes them to train them as southpaws as well. So we got another southpaw versus an orthodox matchup.
Wonderful dump from Issa there. Swinging off the ropes. And Issa showing a composure well beyond his years. Only 16 years of age here, making his debut at Lumpinee Stadium.
Yeah, no surprise. I mean, here on Tip, you get really good pad round, you get really good, rounds in the clinch and sparring too. You're taught to fight on the front foot, to be tough and just take it to your opponent. You can see a lot of good composure coming from Issa. And in the clinch too, working very well with the low body lock.
See both fighters keeping a good, quick pace in this first round. Abdallah trying to come in and close that distance. Issa meeting with a nice little check hook.
Abdallah just feel like he's been overwhelmed here by Issa.
Beautiful left kick from Issa. Nice slap, you can hear it there from the commentary box.
Just hear John Paul in Issa's corner just shouting at him to throw the body kick and set it up. Getting pressured here by Abdallah on the front foot.
And again, another orthodox versus southpaw matchup. So, and a big right hand dropping Issa from Abdallah, but he pops right back up. And back to work from Issa, trying to hammer away with those left kicks. He's had some good success so far, but he's got to be careful. He can't get caught again, and there he is again. A nice left hook from Abdallah, dropping Issa down to the canvas.
One more knockdown and it's all over. Issa has popped up twice now like a jack in the box. Referee taking his time to give the count because Abdallah wasn't in the neutral corner. And Abdallah coming straight back in to finish the job.
Yeah, Abdallah can sense that Issa's hurt. He can sense a little bit of vulnerability. He's trying to take advantage of it. Really trying to just overwhelm Issa.
And you can just hear the corner now telling him to clinch to Issa. But Abdallah needs to keep this fight on the outside and finish the job. Great work from Abdallah. It felt like he was getting overwhelmed, and he's just scored 2 great knockdowns in the first round. Another right hand connects there for Abdallah. Issa's not in a great place, being pushed into the corner. This is a bit better now, almost on the outside in the midpoint of the ring. Left hand there from Issa. And that is the end of the first round.
What an action-packed first round for us here. We really just saw just that battle of technical Muay Thai coming from Issa. He was landing those left kicks really well. He looked composed. But Abdallah, his power was so impressive. He dropped Issa 2 times right there the first time with that right hand straight. And let's see if we can see that. Yeah, and that left hook for that second knockdown of the round. Really deadly power. Single shot knockdown power coming here from Abdallah. Issa's got to be super careful coming into the second round.
Well, he's got 2 more rounds to make up for that first round, which it seemed like it was going his way, but then Abdallah just came crashing in with those devastating punches twice, knocking Issa down. So let's hope that he's recovered in between rounds. He's got great corner team there. He's got Ubaid Hussein, also known as Bad, who's undefeated out of Kip on Tip. Liam Kip on Tip as well, who's trained me in the past too. Liam's got a wealth of experience training some great fighters in his time, and also obviously jump up in the corner too. Here we go, round 2 on the way. Issa Mahmoud in the black corner and Abdallah Chowri in the red corner. Issa jumping straight into the clinch.
Some nice aggressive knees from Issa too. He must have gotten some advice from his corner. Don't take any chances at that punching distance with Abdullah. Be either outside or inside. Either land those left kicks like you have been, or be in there on the clinch and do some damage there. Nice left hand from Issa.
Issa with the left hand, feinting with the teep as well. There's a teep from Issa.
Yeah, those knockdowns just fired him up for this second round. Issa's coming out here with a lot of energy.
Right body kick there from Abdallah. Just here, both corners getting very animated, shouting at Issa to come forward as well. Abdallah needs to keep the pressure on Issa as well.
And this is one of the fun things about seeing these younger fighters, is you can see the passion from both camps. You can hear it here from the box. Both fighters, both camps, really seeing a lot of potential out of both of these young men. And a wonderful matchup to see them both be taken to a higher level with this.
Yeah, this is really make or break here for both these two. I mean, for Abdallah to see if he can finish the job, but also for Issa to see if he can claw his way straight back in.
And having some good success so far in that clinch. Issa's doing a good job in this round of measuring that distance and managing it, and either being out far where he can land those kicks, or coming into that close clinch range where he feels a little bit more dominant over Abdullah and he's able to land some of those good knees and hopefully slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that Issa wants to go straight into clinch. Very well schooled in the clinch. I mean, you know, training at Kim for Tib a lot myself. We're just forced to clinch from 45 minutes to an hour every day, and it's drilled into you. Get ragdolled around the ring, but it pays off for moments like this. But you've got to use the clinch, you've got to rely on it. Issa with a bit of frustration in his face as he goes down to the canvas, and Abdallah resetting himself as he goes back to the center of the ring.
Yeah, wonderful action so far in both rounds from both of these young fighters. Wonderful to see this promising talent get the spotlight here at Lumpinee Stadium. And Issa trying to make his way into that clinch, but Abdullah a little bit evasive, pushing off when Issa tries to wrap him up. Abdullah knows he's having success with those punches. He's confident in his power, and he's trying to land, oh, a nice big right hand just misses from Abdullah there. Issa tries to clinch on for safety. And there's the end of round 2. Ali, what'd you see in that round?
I mean, just Issa trying to fight his way back in inside the clinch. Abdallah did a good job of just using his footwork to stay out of the clinch. He's definitely not as well versed inside the clinch as Issa. And Issa just needs to try and rough him up. We saw that a few times in that round, but Abdallah had the advantage though, Seth, because he scored 2 knockdowns in the first round. So Issa is playing catch-up at the moment. When you've got to play catch-up in a fight, you get desperate. And you do tend to make mistakes, but not too many mistakes made by Issa that were capitalized on by Abdallah. And I just feel like Issa just needs to get in there and try to make sure that he can just finish strong here.
Yeah, Issa definitely turned up the aggression in that round, and he knew that he needed to. And I'm just very impressed also by Issa's composure. A lot of the time it can be really hard when you get 2 knockdowns scored on you in that first round to come back from that. It can be very discouraging. But that did not seem to get to Issa. And he was game in that second round, coming back, like you were saying, Ali, trying to claw his way back up on the scorecards. And we got a nice even fight for us. Let's see what round 3 is going to have in store.
Here we go, Issa has to go forward. Just saw jump into the corner in between rounds. I mean, we saw Ubaid Hussein jump into the corner, but jumping in, trying to fire up his fire, telling me you've got to go forward. You've got to stop this fire in the clinch. Definitely heard that a few times from Jump Up. He's someone that you don't want to get on the wrong side of when you're in a fight like this.
And we saw there in that first exchange, some beautiful work by Issa, really landing on Abdullah at all sorts of distances when he was trying to come in to that punching range that Abdullah was feeling comfortable with. And Issa, another left hand, knocking Abdullah back. And now it's Issa who's feeling confident with those punches and doing some damage.
He needs to be, and we talked about this in previous fights, that strong left hand out of southpaw unlocks orthodox. There's a left body kick. You see Abdallah starting to fade, start to overthink this right now. He's getting caught by Issa.
And Issa, that wonderful distance management, he's making those angles to make Abdullah miss, and then he's coming back. That left hand, he's been so successful in his spinning back elbow from Issa. And Abdullah's on the back foot now. He looks in trouble. Clinching a little slow off the break from that clinch from Abdullah.
And Abdullah looks tired too. Issa just needs to put the pedal to the metal right now. Got just over half a round to go.
Beautiful left kick from Issa going up high. Abdullah taking those deep breaths in. You can see those left kicks to the body from Issa really having their advantage or taking effect on Abdullah.
Yeah, and that's not a good sign. Abdullah shaking his head like that. The judges are looking for things like that where it looks like you're being uncomfortable. Looks like you're just, the fight's getting to you a little bit. So body language like that is a telltale sign to the judges of a sign of weakness. And Abdallah backing off here. Issa needs to take advantage right now and just push forwards. Issa again on the front foot, trying to close the gap. Left body kick from Issa. 50 seconds to go on the clock. It's like Abdallah has run out of steam right here in the third and final round. Trying to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, nice combination from Issa and a nice left kick. But he really has to put his signature on this third round to make it clear to the judges that he's winning this. But beautiful, beautiful combination. Getting just out of distance from that return from Abdullah. Issa, and another right hand landing, finding its home. And another right hand from Issa and a right knee, coming in as he walks into that clinch and the referee breaks.
Issa again walking forward. Abdallah pushing him back with the tee.
And there's the 10-second mark. And a next exchange. Issa, another left hand to close out the fight.
Yeah, what a fight that was between these two. I wouldn't want to be a judge in that one. I mean, you've got to say that Abdallah had a good account for himself with the 2 knockdowns in the first round. But Issa coming back strong in the final round. We're going to the judges' scorecards for a final time today. It's got the replays here for you. What a final round that was.
Yeah, that second half of the fight for Issa was so good. He showed a maturity and a composure way beyond his years, only 16 years old, coming back from those 2 big knockdowns at the beginning, not being discouraged, moving forward, confidence, power, aggression.
Yeah, you're right. Absolute aggression there from Issa, showing a lot of heart, something that, you know, you love to see in Muay Thai. But what a morning of fights we've had here at the legendary Lumpinee Stadium for Fairtex Fight. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to Fairtex Fight this morning. My name's Ali McConey. My co-host has been Seth Grande, and we will see you next time for another great installment of Fairtex Fight, really showcasing, you know, the next best talent coming out of Thailand, present and new. We've seen it all today. We had some great knockouts with Orthodox versus Southpaws like we did here. New talent like these two that slugged it out in our final bout of the morning. It's been a great morning of action so far. And we'll take it off to Mark Abbott. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. 29, 28, 29, 28,และ 29, 28. For the winner, in the red corner, Abdullah Choi. Congratulations, Abdullah, for winning in our final fight here today at Fairtex Fight, Muay Man Pun Extreme. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at Fairtex Fight. Before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Chungjet HD, Tero Entertainment, Fairtex, Sanat Muay Lumpinee,และ Youth Sports Gear. From me, Mark Abbott, the team here at Fairtex Fight, สวัสดีครับ
fight มวยมันพัน extreme